Christmas arrives quietly, not with a knock, but with a memory we can't unbox. I remember when Christmas was simple, when joy fit inside a toy box and belief came pre-assembled, no instructions missing. Back then, the tree stood tall, like a promise that nothing bad could reach us if the lights were bright enough. Back then, we measured wealth in laughter, time in songs, and love by who stayed awake the longest, waiting for morning. But time grew teeth. Bills started singing louder than carols. Grief learned our address. And Christmas stopped being a day and started becoming a mirror. Because this season doesn't just ask, "What do you want?" It asks, "What have you lost?" It hums in minor keys for empty chairs at full tables, raps silence where a voice should be, and somehow expects us to smile through it, like pain is just another ornament. Still, we light the tree. We light it for the ones we miss, for the names we say softer now, for the laughter that used to echo, but learned how to haunt instead. We light it because darkness is persuasive, and hope needs witnesses. Christmas isn't perfect. It's rhythm over polish, heartbeat over harmony. It's the cracked note in a song you still sing because it's yours. It's the burned cookies, the off-key choir, the prayer that stumbles but shows up anyway. Listen to the language of the season, how it speaks in cinnamon and apology, in "I didn't know how to say this before," in "I'm sorry it took me so long to come home." Christmas is intentional like that. Every candle a sentence, every gift a verb, every gathering an unfinished conversation asking to be continued. And yes, there's pain here. There's the quiet math of who didn't make it this year. There's the ache of being surrounded and still feeling alone. There's the truth that joy doesn't erase sorrow. It coexists, like harmony built from different notes, like a song that only works because tension dares to resolve. But hear me, this is where the arc begins to rise. Because Christmas doesn't deny the brokenness of the world, it enters it. It says love doesn't wait for ideal conditions. It says light shows up while it's still dark. It says the story changes not when everything is fixed, but when someone chooses to stay. That's the purpose. Not the presents, not the pictures, but the practice. The practice of showing up, of setting an extra plate, of forgiving a little louder than your pride, of believing, if only for a moment, that tenderness can still interrupt history. So when you sing, sing like it matters. When you give like you remember need. When you gather like time is fragile, because it is. And if all you can offer this Christmas is your honest heart, your unwrapped truth, your imperfect, trembling hope, bring it. That's always been enough. Because Christmas isn't about flawless joy, it's about faithful light. And even now, especially now, we still light the tree.